A simple guide to Nirwana. Part we see, feel, touch is all an illusion. It is an emptiness without any meaning. People will not understand when we say things like this. The world we live in is created in our mind. It is created at this moment. Created in our mind. It is created at this moment. According to what you think, this world is real, and you are born to this world, and you will die one day in this world too. This is what every normal person will think, but that is not the reality. There is no world as we see. At this moment, this world will appear to you. When you open your eyes, you will see it. When you close your eyes, again it will not be same. What you see is a colorful world. Therefore, different colors, forms, and shapes are created by humans and have given them names. Theories, thoughts, and many more. This illusion is so fast that it is not possible for a human to catch it. It is created and vanished at the very same time. It will not remain. Autta sambhutana uttanam bhavisat. Buddha said that this is the truth. Can you believe that this is the truth? You will not believe it as it is hard to believe. For you, this world is a reality, as you have been believing it for a long time. It is tangible, but it is created by our senses. Can the ear see color, taste, food, or smell? No. But it can hear noises. If you concentrate on all the noises we hear at the moment, we will be lost in it. Those who are listening to songs are entirely focused on that. But that world of sounds is not permanent. It appears and disappears at the same moment. We think that there are sounds and it's real. The external world shares this same quality. If we are deaf, we won't hear sounds. Therefore, the ear is the reason for these sounds, which was given birth to by the ear. Uppada Panyayati Vaya Panyayati. Uppada Panyayati Vaya Panyayati Titattana Tattan Panyayati. Buddha said that is why we call that it dies at the same time it is born. Anicca Sankara Uppadavaya Dhammino Uppajjitta Nirwana. Buddha said, which means all these thoughts are temporary. This world is created by many temporary compounds like this. You are burnt by them as they entertain you. You feel this, so you enjoy and suffer in this world. When you believe in the external world, it brings you suffering. Luxury comfort is a suffering, and sadness also suffering. Understanding this concept is overcoming sadness. You can understand this truth. Do you think you can't? No, it's not impossible. Whatever thing you are doing, while doing that, try to concentrate on your mind. We are talking about the practical side. If you get a small knife cutting your finger, or if you feel any pain in your leg, you think that pain comes from your leg. But leg is also an understanding of our mind. Leg is also an illusion created in our mind. When you close your eyes, you will not see a leg. Leg is created in your mind as an image. You will feel a stiffness when you touch this leg, but the eyes will see a certain shape is this leg, like this. Even if you think the leg is yours, it is also external. What we feel through our senses is called the mind. If you see something, that is your mind. If you feel something, there is no owner for that. If it is not yours, then whose is it? If the mind, Vijnana, is understanding some external thing is a thought, that thought is only a thought. It is not permanent. It will appear and disappear. When we are unconscious, we don't feel the pain, but the leg is still there and it is still painful. But we feel it. That is because our mind feels the pain, not the leg. Pain is also a thought in our mind. There is no person experiencing this pain. Mind does not belong to a person. If you are seeing a book, but then what you see is what we call the mind. If you see a wall, then that is the mind. If you see a tree, then the tree is your mind. Let's take another example. Imagine you are writing or reading something. You will try to take the pen. You will try to take the pen, hold it. The feeling of hardness in the pen, thinking about what to write. Try to concentrate on your mind in these small incidents. Even if you take a stone to your hand or a pen in your hand, understand the hardness of it and recognize it as a thought in our mind. That stone is a thought. In the external world, we find the same varieties of dhatu. But in our mind, we have chitta rupa or thought. You are using your chitta rupa and chetana. You are in a world of thought. In the world you live in, you will find all these objects, trees, books, pen, sun, moon, but all of them are like a reflection on the mirror. It's just a reflection on not a real object. It is not the truth. The truth in our mind is also not the truth. That thought is created by an illusion or a reflection. Everything is proceed by our Vijnana. All these are thoughts. You have not received a pen or a paper from the external world. It is just the same form of dhatu. If you set fire on the sphere on the paper or the pen, it will burn. It will burn. If you set fire on the paper, on the pen, it will burn. What will remain after the fire? Just ashes, which is not real. Those are all thoughts. We can think anything we want. Imagine you see a red pair of glasses. Then you will see a red paper. Now, is there a red paper in reality? No. We see it through our red glasses. Then, are we really seeing what's in reality? Don't you think that you see what you see according to the lens of your eye? Children who has color vision deficiency will not see colors. Same as that, if we can't see those colors, then we really don't know those colors. Same as that, we should see Dhamma at every moment. We should see the true nature of our mind. Then we will not experience sadness. We feel sadness in more valuable things. If you lost a goal, position, or if a child gets sick, we feel very sad. From where did we receive this sadness? How did it occur? When something is real, when we get attached to it, when we lost it, we feel sad. But if this thing is not real, there is nothing for us to be attached to. When we are not attached to that thing, we don't feel sadness. You can understand this process well now, but you should also practice it. When talking with our listeners, we feel that they understand this concept, but they do not practice it. They do not practice seeing the reality of their daily actions. Now you must see the truth. You must see Dhamma within you. Concentrate on each of your movements. We call this Yoniso Manasikara. See the thought in your mind for every moment you make. Concentrate on your eyeball moving when you look in different directions. Every possible time, keep your concentration on the thoughts you get to your mind. See that this is all our mind, and that you will realize later that even the mind is not real. From this body with your senses, you create the Upadaya image of the external world. Mind seeing the truth means you understand that we are using an Upadaya and image that has been created delusionally. That is not an external object. It is our mind that created the illusion. The mind can never go to the external world. Can the mind drink water? No. Can the mind walk? No. Can the mind write in the paper that we took earlier? No. That shows that the mind can't come to the external world. Mind is inside the mind itself. Mind is active with the signals it gets from the five senses of the body. The vijnana or a thought is not permanent. It appears and disappears. Therefore, it is a series of thoughts that we deal with. Even after death, there is no permanent thought process. Lord Buddha does not preach about a permanent vijnana that makes us realize that we are in an illusion. There is no person as me. You are also an illusion. Identifying that and separating you from it is called drishtiya. What you see is in your thoughts. If you see now you are seeing a white wall, the color white is in your mind, and the object wall is also in your mind. There is no such thing as there and here. If you think that there is a wall over there and you are thinking about it in your mind here, that is wrong. The wall itself is the mind. This is very deep. You will first understand this as a knowledge, but try to see this process at all times. Ditte dittamattang, sute sutamattang, mute mutamattang, vinyate vinyatamattang. Buddha said that you have to practice this, knowing this is not sufficient, as it can still trap you. You have to enter the practice of this process. If you are preparing tea now, you add water, sugar and tea leaves, but tea doesn't belong to the water. It doesn't belong to the sugar, and it doesn't belong to the tea leaves. It is an individual tea. This is what we say that the final result or the phala does not belong to the reason. Hetuva, this is what you need to understand. Buddha said that Hetuphala Dhamma. Phala is the wall and Hetu or the reason is what we receive from the external world, such as the shape and color of the world. If the external world is a creation of Dhatu, then the external world is the same. What you even see through your mind is also an illusion. This is what we find in Hetuphala Dhamma. If there is no light, we will not see a tree. Then we will not see the shadow of a tree too. But this shadow does not belong to the light, tree or the earth. We will not see the shadow if there was no earth, because it needs a surface to reflect. Thingness, Thinnan Sangati Passo Buddha said that this is what Lord Buddha shows us in the Salayatana Sutra. The wall is an illusion that we create in our mind, which we got through touch, and we concept it to the previous memory and identify it as a wall. It is temporary illusion, which is not permanent. It occurs in our mind, and our mind is also an illusion. These are all connected like knots and are all an illusion. Anto jata bahi jata jata hi jatita praja. Buddha said that, Jata Sutra. Internally and externally, these all are interconnected as a knot. This is a very deep thought. The shadow does not belong to the tree, the light or the earth. We know it is a ray of light on a shape created by seeing it. This reflection is what we deal with, and that reflection is an illusion and not true. To understand this, we should practice seeing our mind at all times. When we are making a cup of tea, a lot of things go through our mind. We get the single to finest spoon, the movement of our hand to grab it, the identifying the object we are, its shape and color as the spoon, and to feel the tautness of the spoon, etc. In reality, all these are thoughts that run fast in our mind that we receive through the five senses. It is the same as humans speaking different languages. We identify that sound as a word with a meaning according to the language we know. Same way, the mind gets the signal from the senses and identifies it as an object. External world is all an illusion we create in our mind, similar to a reflection on a mirror which is not real.